welcome to the gameplay portion of the Loaner Deck Battles, Synchro and Exceed Festival Edition. This is going to be part 2, the final part, where I go into gameplay for each of the Loaner decks, and I also talk about maybe some substitutions you can make if you want to play your own versions of these decks, and which deck I think is the best. And I'll be spending about 20 minutes on each deck, so I'll get one duel in, at least for each of the deck, so I have time to go over substitutions and how good I think the deck actually is. And I practice all of these decks at least a little bit, so I have a somewhat of an idea to how you play it, but we'll see how I do with them. As you can see, I'm doing pretty well climbing up. And I'll reveal what I've been using to climb up with in the video tomorrow, so I hope you're excited about that. I'll also be showing off my frog deck as well. And a deck you can use to farm some of the different missions. Okay, so yeah, so my opponent's going first. This is an interesting hand right here. I have this, so this allows me to add an odd-eyes monster to my hand, so that's pretty good, and then I'll be able to pendulum with that. Looks like my opponent's also playing the the Pendulum Loaner deck. I haven't been seeing a ton of non-Pendulum Loaner decks here, so yeah, I think the only other Pendulum I faced was also the Pendulum Loaner deck, so yeah, that's pretty interesting. Okay, I got another Pendulum, which isn't too bad. Now how do I want to do this? I should probably just go for the Lightning Storm first, of course. Destroy the back row. That seems good. There we go. Got rid of everything. Lightning, infinite permanence, star pendulum graph, and then of course the pendulum, the pendulum monster was sent to the X deck because that's what happens when they're destroyed. So now I'll go ahead and add a odd eyes from my deck to my hand, and I think I know which odd eyes I should add. I'm thinking this one, because this has a pretty good pendulum effect where if an odd eyes card you control is destroyed by battle card. Actually, I don't really have another odd eyes card, so maybe I should go for the... But this guy has more attack anyway. The no monster guy. This is pretty cool too, though. During your end phase, you can destroy this card, and if you do, add one pendulum monster with 1500 less attack from your deck to your hand. So I think this is actually... This only goes up 4, unfortunately. But, so yeah, that's not really the greatest. This one has a much better pendulum scale. Man, this is really... You know what? I think I have to, because the scale isn't that great anyway on that one. So let's just go for the one that's 4, I guess. Yeah, the one that's higher attack. Let's go for that one. So now I think I'm going to put the 1 and 8 scales. Okay. I think I mean if I do, nah, I already ruined it. This is fine though. I'll just go ahead and do this so I can pendulum summon these two out. Oh yeah, I forgot that it loses pendulum scale while you control more cards than your opponent does. That sucks. Oh well, at least I can pendulum summon this guy out, I guess. Dang it. Well, that sucks. Guess I'll put in an attack position because why not? I wasn't thinking. Definitely wasn't thinking, but that's okay, I guess. I wonder if I should have done the other autos guy actually. So that's another thing you gotta think about. Like, you gotta remember, like, if they change their scales. So my opponent's getting me back here. But at least with this, which it doesn't matter because I only have this guy on the field. But he only has that one. So I guess I can keep attacking for 700 damage. For an odd eyes, this is an odd eyes though. Yeah, that's not odd eyes. I'm gonna just go ahead and battle again. Keep getting in for 700 damage. I think maybe one of the reasons why people aren't really liking pendulums all that much is because supposedly a lot of the more powerful pendulum stuff is like banned. I've been hearing like a lot of the good magician pendulum cards, which I guess is like one of the more powerful pendulum archetypes. So I don't know. It could also be because like there's a pretty clear choice for which is the best deck of the format agreed upon by a lot of players. But I think there's like still quite a bit of diversity. But even with all that diversity, you still don't really see a lot of pendulum decks. I don't know. That's a pretty good card right there. I think my opponent may have the upper hand at this point. Yeah, that's a pretty good card too. Getting to add a performable magician or odd eyes pendulum or non-pendulum. But I think all of your monsters you have are pendulum, so yeah. So I think no matter what you search off of this guy, it's gonna be a pendulum monster, I believe. And in tomorrow's video, I'll also give you a little update on which decks I've been trying out and like what worked pretty well and what works not so well. And also I would like to say thank you for everyone who watched my last Loaner Deck Battles video for this festival. I noticed there were a lot of views, but like what I'm thinking is like there weren't a ton of likes though, so like for those of you who didn't like a comment, like it would be certainly appreciated. Like it's like even just giving the time to like it. I know that shouldn't take very long. Yeah, because you can only pendulum summon once. Those aren't the greatest scales though, actually. Okay, this isn't too bad, I think. I honestly have no idea. Unfortunately, I don't know. Oh, okay. This is actually a really good effect because now I can treat both of my monsters as level 7. Wow, that's actually not bad. So yeah, and that's like really the only play I have. Should probably do... Okay, so I could either go for one of these level 4 guys or one of the level 7 guys. I should probably go for... Yeah, I should probably go for my level 4 guy first, and then I can rank on top of the Dark Rebellion, the Odd Eyes Rebellion. Yeah, because then I can make my opponent lose attack also. I think I better put it in one of these zones because I don't want to take away my Pendulum slot, even though I can't really Pendulum anyway. So yeah, I'll go ahead and do this first. Remove these two. And when they're being detached, they go to the graveyard. So I guess that's one of the downsides. But still, not bad. And then probably what I could do is this. But I think I should attack first. Yeah, I think I should attack first. Let's make sure that neither of these two cards are gonna have like a quick effect. Looks like this one does. Which is kinda upsetting, but that's okay. I'll just go into battle still. Yeah, he's gonna get the Odd Eyes Arc Pendulum effect. Yeah, there it is. So, getting this special summon Odd Eyes monster from the hand, deck, or graveyard. At least it's not a face effect deck, so it can't bring the Odd Eyes Rebellion Dragon back. So, going for that one. I could go for the other guy, because this one doesn't really have an effect. But this one at least allows me to place in the Pendulum Zone. This at least lets me place in the Pendulum Zone. But I do have less attack. But I think I kind of have to though. Because like, I mean 4 isn't the greatest one though. I don't know, it's hard to say. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't because like 4,000 attack is still really good. I don't really need it. Hopefully my... Oh, you know what? He's just gonna be able to bring it back anyway. So I'm actually glad I didn't. Because he can just bring the Odd Eyes Rebellion Dragon back. At least now I still have 4,000 attack. Yeah, because this one allows it to be brought back as a Pendulum Summon of a level 7. Yeah. Pendulum Summon right there can only really do level 7s though. Yeah, see, bringing that back. And also the Odd Eyes, but I still have the highest attack. See, this is why I didn't want to actually go into the rank 7 guy. This is one of the reasons why I shouldn't have done that. So I'm glad I didn't. Let's see. Yeah, I can only really do one duel each anyway. And I think I'll go over my mini review at the end of each of the 3 decks. Just to make sure I have time for the duels. Because I can always just like tack in the reviews later, like, and then just post it like next weekend. Maybe actually that's what I should do. I think I will do that. I'll like, I don't know, though. I could always do that. I mean, if I do it next weekend, though, I know it'll be over. But maybe. I could always maybe, like, even, like, talk about, like, these decks a little bit tomorrow as well. So I could do this, just summon this. Yeah, I don't really have one. Although I guess I could, but I mean, what would that really do? Oh, that's a kind of a cool effect. If I go for this, I could go for level 5 specifically, but I don't have any level 5s. So I think I'm just gonna do... Maybe I'll just attack. Maybe I can just still like just go for the attack. This doesn't really have much of an effect right now, so I'll still just go for attacking over stuff. I'll attack over this one since it actually has Exceed Materials. Yeah, and then gets another special summon. Of Odd Eyes, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I can really do much besides go for the, but I don't really want to rank up still. I'm just gonna keep ending. If my opponent is able to figure out a way over my 4,000 attack beater, then that happens. But I think this is still my best option, so. Okay. Going for this, changing its level. It shares a tuner and becomes level 1. Oh. Oh, wants to get the effect of the Odd Eyes, but I don't think... I mean, what other options does my opponent really have? Like, special summon the Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon? Is my opponent just committing Yugi side? Dolly side? You get what you gonna do? You still can't attack over my monster. That back row could be something though. But I can just I actually do. Does this count as an Odd Eyes? Fortunately, it doesn't seem like it does. I could go and rank up into Odd Eyes so that now I can target something to target something in store, but I don't think I should because like nah, I'm just gonna go for the activating this card. I'm just gonna add a add an Odd Eyes. Yeah. And then hopefully that back row isn't really anything too oppressive. Hopefully it's just a fake thing. Pendulum switch. I actually don't think, yeah, I don't think that's anything too oppressive. Like, yeah, you can special summon that, but what's that really gonna do? Like, not much. I mean, it's still got a 4,000 attack beater. Okay, so now what I could do is I can go 5 to 8, and then I can go for a level 7 monster. Level 7 guy. But I don't have a level 7 still. Yeah, I think I gotta go for the Odd Eyes though. The Odd Eyes Lock Pendulum guy. Still, I think I should do that. Yeah. Do I even do this if... I don't think so. But now what I can do is destroy this one. Destroy the one that's causing him to be able to special summon stuff. Yeah, that wouldn't have been game anyway, so that's good. And I could go for an Odd Eyes myself and then be able to like special summon the Odd Eyes every time. But I think I'll still just go for the I think I'll still just end. Hopefully my opponent doesn't have anything still. And my opponent can't go for a Synchro play. And I got rid of the level 7, so it can't really go for an Exceed play unless... I mean, my opponent could easily beat me, but I guess it pretty much just depends on what they draw. Which, that's not a bad card. I mean, it does allow him to special summon level 2 to 5s. But I don't think my opponent had a level 2 to 5. So, just going for the destruction ability instead to add a Stargazer Magician, either adding it to the hand or placing it in the Pendulum Zone. Yeah, I'm curious what happens. Wait, now it's special summoning something, so does the effect still go through? I don't think it will. Decide probably just wanting to go for a level 7 play rank 7 Exceed play instead, but does my opponent really have anything to get over? Oh, no, probably a level 8 Synchro play. I forgot about this being able to like reduce a level and turn it into a tuner. Which is a pretty cool effect, I gotta admit. See, does my opponent have something to be able to take down? Okay, ranking up into that, which doesn't really do anything. Yes, okay, so just defending still. Okay, so this is better, so because now I can go for 3 to 7s. This card is just about card effect. Oh, that's a pretty cool effect. Yeah, that's a pretty good effect right there too. So I'm gonna go ahead and do Pendulum Scale right here. Yeah, Pendulum Scale 3 to 7. Yeah. Pendulum Scale 3 to 7. Okay, now I can Pendulum Summon. Yeah. So I think I better go for the Xiangsheng. And then this guy. Because this is pretty good. Because now I can make its attack equal to one of my other guys. So I can make its attack equal to my Dark Rebellion. Or I could simply go for another Dark Rebellion. I'm just gonna put this in defense. I don't know. Do I want to go for another Dark Rebellion? I could, or I could go for this. Or I could go for this one. I think I'm gonna go for this effect though, to be honest. And then just make its attack equal to the 4,000 attack. And then this is pretty good. Now I can destroy 2 of these guys. I'll destroy this one. And I'll also destroy this one. Actually, I think I'll destroy this one instead. And now I can go for main phase 2. I could go for this, gain even more attack, or I could go for this one. I'll go for another one of these. I'll just go for another one of these. Just to have more than one large attacker. I'm running out of time too anyway. Wait, I can't? Oh no, I should be able to. Yeah, now I can just do this. And now just have another large attacker. So now I have 2 guys with 4,000 attack. Okay, so targeting 1 card, but this is good to have 2. This is why it's good to have 2. I still have another one. And then this doesn't matter. This is why I got rid of all the level 1s, because now placing a Pendulum Zone. But what's that really gonna accomplish? Now I can summon level 5s, I guess. Oh, this guy has a pendulum effect? Oh, so just special summoning that again, but what's that really gonna accomplish? And I can still go for level 7 guys, so fortunately I got rid of the Xiangsheng, which is unfortunate. But that's okay, like, really I just need to special summon something. That's still not really going to accomplish anything, and I can just go for a special summoning of, like, one of these guys, and then just attack directly with one of these guys, and then that'll be game. I think he can special summon something during my turn too, though. So that's a little unfortunate. Battle phase, nothing. Okay. Okay, good. I was given a little bit more time now too, which is nice. And now I better go for another Pendulum Summon. I think I'll go with a Pendulum Summon of this one. Yeah, let's go with a Pendulum Summon of this one. And now I can go for game here. Or hopefully, I think my opponent can do the pendulum switch. Oh wait, no. Destroying it? For what? Oh, placing in the pendulum zone. Pendulum switch. Of course. Yep, there that is. No. Dang, that stinks. So, I think I better just end here. Might as well still keep the 4,000 attack beta. It's been serving me well this long, so that's good. And now I also have the Pendulum switch, so I can also special summon something from my Pendulum zone to help along. Okay. Okay, I think I finally won. I don't think there's any way I didn't win this time. I'm not going to use it now because I'd rather... Or should I? I don't know. I don't really need to. I think I'm going to wait until I absolutely need to. Because I believe in order to put it on the Pendulum zone, this thing needs to destroy another card. I think maybe it's specifically a Pendulum card in the Pendulum zone. Okay, I might as well Pendulum summon. And then I can Pendulum summon this guy. I think I better keep it on the field because more ways of being able to attack directly can only be a good thing, I would say. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this. And I think I should be able to finally win here. Man, this duel took so long. I think this is... I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. That was a pretty good duel, like, with this deck. I'm not sure if, like... Kind of, like... I guess, like... Annoying just to, like, be... Not the best way, like just sitting on that one monster, but hey, if like that's what you gotta do, then that's what you gotta do. Sometimes just sitting on a monster, if it's not being taken out, or sitting on two of them even a little bit later on, which actually turned out to be a good thing because my opponent destroyed one of them, and then it was actually a good thing, turned out to be a good thing. So that's not always a bad thing to do. I mean, it turned out alright. So anyway, here's the next one, Jolly Ghostrick. The Ghostrick deck, and then I'll show you a duel with this. So this one is meant to be more of a control style deck. I mean, I don't think you're gonna be like really OTKing your opponent with this deck, so I think it is bad to go first. Let's see if I can get a good duel in here with this one, and hopefully it doesn't take as long, like because like that one took so long, so hopefully this one doesn't take as long. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do this one. Activate this. This is a nice card because if my opponent does deal damage to me, which is probably going to happen, I get to add any Ghostrick card to my hand. So that's really nice. So I'll go ahead and... I think I'm going to keep these in my hand. I'll keep these in my hand. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and do this. And then this is kind of nice because it's kind of like a better infinite impermanence for Ghostrick decks. But you do need to control a Ghostrick field spell. You're not gonna ever control a Ghostrick link since you can't play any of the links. Since this is only Synchros and Exceeds. This doesn't really have much of an effect right now, but it will once I get a Ghostrick on the field. And I think it was better to keep these in my hand because like these have effects that like can negate attacks, which kind of goes against what Parade wants to do, but like I mean, I have the option. I believe Ghostrick Parade. Yeah, Ghostrick Parade is even once per turn, which is pretty cool. Oh, I think they just need to declare direct attack, so I don't think it actually does. So that's actually really cool. See, and now what I can do is I can negate this one. I should be able to negate this one. I believe I should be able to negate the. Yeah, so yeah, I'll negate it. I can't. I think this is the loner deck because I think they would, because the non-loner decks usually show like 10s by now. And that's usually like how people play if they're playing the non-loner version of Swordsoul. So it looks like I'm just playing against the loner Swordsoul deck, which is actually pretty cool because that's gonna be the next one I face. So it's really cool, like how like so far like all of these duels. I mean, granted, I'm only into the second duel. I'm only doing one duel each, but it's still really cool how all of these duels are just happening to be the against the lone decks. So yeah, this isn't really gonna. Wait, what? Why did it still get the effect? Oh, if they pay 2,000 life points, then I set this and it doesn't get the effect. So it's actually not that great. Wow. But at least it's like I dealt them 2,000 damage. Oh, yeah. Okay, I wasn't understanding. I thought what would happen is like if they pay 2,000 life points, I get the effect to negate to negate that card plus I get to keep it set. But no, it basically just resets the card without any effect if they pay. I didn't realize that. Wow. So yeah, I don't know. It's a much worse card than I imagined. Never mind. Am I playing both Infinite Permanents and Ghostrick or Treat in this deck, or is it just Ghostrick or Treat? I don't think I really have time to check. Okay, activating that to get out the Moye again. Moye won't get its effect again though. I suppose that's another good thing with this deck is that like usually I have my monsters in defense position. So that's actually a kind of a good counter to this Swordsoul guy, since he needs to like but he can technically target one of his own too, so I guess there's also that. But like at least he can't really target any mine since they have to be face up. The Swordsoul Emergence. Let's see, what are they adding? That level 6 guy that like you. No, another Moye. Do they already have the level 6 guy that like can discard one card to special summon itself? I guess I could talk about some inclusions you can do for like the for this deck while I'm waiting for something to happen. I think a pretty good inclusion could maybe be the Paleozoic Canadia and maybe the Book of Moon, since they also like put them face down, which I mean this deck is basically trying to do anyway. So I think if I activate this, I can still activate the Ghostrick Lantern. Yeah, I can still chain the Ghostrick Jack Frost, I mean. So now I can change the Synchro to face down defense. And also add a card to my hand, add a Ghostrick card to my hand, which is pretty awesome. So what shall I add to my hand? I mean, Ghostrick Mary is pretty good. Maybe I should add the Ghostrick Mary. That's actually a really good card right there. I think I'm gonna do the Ghostrick Mary. I don't know. Let's do the Ghostrick Mary. My opponent may not even try attacking though, but if they do, yeah, there we go. So now I can activate this. And I don't think I will chain the Ghostrick Lantern because I want to take damage so I can like do the Mary. So actually maybe it would have been better like if I would have done the, but luckily they still attacked anyway. Now what should I go for? Maybe the Ghostrick Siren is pretty good. Ghostrick Siren isn't too bad. Ghostrick Stein is also not too bad. But maybe another level, yeah, but maybe I do want 2 level 4s just so I can go into level 4 exceed. See, I don't know, like, not really that used to playing Ghostrick decks. I guess I'll add the Siren though. Yeah, now that I'm taking damage, I can now activate Mary. It discards and then allows me to special summon any Ghostrick monster from my deck. So now I can special summon the other Siren. Yeah, I think I will special summon the other Siren. Yeah. Actually, I could also I'm pretty sure it special summons in defense. With a level less than or equal. Oh, this is a pretty cool effect. How does Ghostrick Mary work in face down defense? I think I'm gonna do Ghostrick the Neko Musume. Go for that one. Okay. I guess I might as well. What? Oh, it has to be during the battle phase, I see. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for... I think I'll go for this. What is this effect? Oh, it changed it to face down defense again. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for that too. Okay. Okay, now I can only summon this and get its effect. Hopefully I mill a... Oh. I have to activate this. Okay, that's good. I better do this one. And then I can do the Ghostrick shot. Not too bad. I can add the Jiangshi. Oh crap, I really hope that wasn't an infinite impermanence. Okay, good, doesn't look like it is. Okay, now I can spell summon the Jiangshi. Guess I might as well do defense position. Yeah, now change the battle position of this one. Wait, it gets its effect again? Wow, that's really cool. Wow, it gets its effect again. It's really awesome. So now what I can do, this one's not a bad. Your opponent cannot flip summon, but I think I'll go for the Ghostrick scare. So I can just keep activating this. Oh, I can just keep activating that. That's really awesome. Maybe I should then. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll just keep activating it. Yeah, so battle. I should be able to activate the Ghostrick retreat, yes. And now I can just activate this again. The siren. Waterfall. Yeah, so now I can add another Ghostrick Spello Trap. This time I'll go ahead and do this one because now my opponent can't flip summon. And then I'll go ahead and do this. Okay. I just don't have a lot of time now. Dang. Yeah, I'll just activate this one. Oh, great. Yeah, this is still fine. What does... Wait, that has an effect? Oh, your opponent cannot declare attacks for the rest of the turn. That's pretty nice. Yeah, sure, that's fine. I guess I'll just do this one, I don't know. And now I think, pretty sure I can add a level. I mean, yeah, I would have been able to add a monster, but I ran out of time. But I think that still gives you a pretty good idea of like what the Ghostrick deck is capable of. So yeah. Basically you're playing it like a control deck, like a really all-in control deck, where you're not really attacking much. You're just basically trying to keep your opponent at bay, and then once you're like ready to like go into like exceeds, you can then go into like your exceeds, which are a little bit higher attack, and then like get game with, and then maybe like get game with those. Yeah, get game with some of these. Which one of your best Ghostrick exceeds is going to be this one, because it has 2000 attack. You could also maybe stall out until you get like 10 materials on this card. But I think like usually decks are all about like stalling out probably aren't that great. And I don't think I'm gonna have time to really go over the Swordsoul deck, unfortunately. But I'll do gameplay of this deck tomorrow, though. Tell you what, I'll just do gameplay of this deck tomorrow. Since honestly, I feel like this is the best deck anyway. This is one of the best decks. If you don't have the meta Swordsoul deck, I think this is the next best thing. And I mean, even above a lot of the other like non-loaner decks, I think this is still like one of the best decks you can use for ranking up quickly. If you don't get like favorable matchups, or your opponent goes first and sets up a lot of negates, and you don't really have any hand traps to counter that, well, you can just concede instead, and then just hope you get a little bit of a better matchup next time, or like your opponent like doesn't just like lightning storm you, which I mean, like lightning storm may not be the worst thing ever, because at least you have this level 10 guy for that can't be like destroyed, and you're usually putting him in defense anyway, like if you're going first. And then even if you put him attack, you can just banish one instead of him being destroyed anyway. So like lightning storm or Regeki, like this deck can kind of like go up against those two. And then like Heavy Storm Duster even isn't, Hoppy's Feathered Duster isn't even really too bad anyway, either, because like you'll also have the monsters as well. If they Hoppy's Feathered Duster you and Regeki you, I guess you only have this one, but if they're able to find another way around this. But like still, like he's pretty good, because like he does, you're not in a total losing position even if you get both. Which is why like this is like the better one to go into first, and then like maybe go into this one too, if you can like go into both. But you want to concentrate on just like bringing him out. And then intersection of 2 colors. This could be a really good deck, but I'm not exactly sure. I'm not like I don't really play Pendulums the greatest. I find the deck kind of confusing. So like let me know like if you think this is a good Pendulum deck. If you think this is an okay deck to use to rank up if you're good with Pendulums. I'm sure it's a fine deck. But I don't know. I think like maybe like I think they could have definitely made it a lot better. So I don't know. I mean, Pendulums I think already have their struggles anyway, so like making it even a little bit weaker isn't really that great of a thing. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Dark Blade, definitely the best. The Swordsoul, definitely the best. It's probably even within the top 3, or maybe even just the second best deck. Like with the top deck of this festival, being the non-loner Swordsoul, because then you can add in like extra hand traps. You could add in the 10-year engine, which is pretty good since the token counts as a non-effect monster, and then you can get their effects to like make even more interruption. You can like play Bronde Fleur. So yeah, those are some of the suggestions here. If you were to make this deck a little bit better, maybe like you could add in some of the Paleozoic, like especially Canadia, maybe Book of Moon if you really want to go in. Maybe probably definitely add in like some of the other really good control style cards as well, like probably another Infinite Impermanence to make 3 of those, maybe even a few hand traps, just like going better. Oh, Lord of Heavenly Prison would also be a really good inclusion too, because it protects his set cards, which also includes your Ghostrick set cards as well. And when you activate a set card, I believe it has to be like one of your set traps. When you activate one of those, you get to set any spell or trap from your deck. So like that's a really good effect. I think that would be a really good inclusion for the deck. 3 of those. And then for the Pendulum, maybe you could add in like an extra copy of Duelist Alliance, maybe an extra copy of Lightning Storm. Yeah, I don't know, like you can like feel free to like say what else you would think would be good for this deck. Maybe if you could run like run those 1 Pendulum guys, the Endymion cards. Maybe if you could run those, like those would be a good inclusion too. I'm not sure if you can though. I think you should be able to run those Endymion cards though. Those Endymion Pendulum cards, they're pretty good. And then maybe even the Mythical Beasts as well, because like those are actually really good Pendulum cards too. See, like these Endymion cards would be good, and then the Mythical Beast cards would be pretty good. So at least some of them, at least the better ones. The Pendulum guy, the big Pendulum boss guy, and then some of these Mythical Beasts would be good too. So it wouldn't be like exactly what they were going for at that point, but I think like honestly the Mythical Beasts and the Endymions, and you might be able to figure out a way to like include them in there without like changing the deck up completely. Anyway, that's gonna do it for today. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, share, and subscribe. Consider ringing that notification bell for regular content, and please leave a comment down below. Just something simple like emote is fine, and hopefully I'll see all of you in tomorrow's festival video as well.